In this video, I'm going to talk about text wrap in Adobe InDesign. So let's get started. Um, there is something called text wrap. If you cannot see this text wrap option, you can go to Window and choose text wrap. So what we're going to do is, let's say this is the object, or let's say this is your picture or photo, whatever you call it. You have this thing and you want to put this on your page. So what's happening right now is this object is not interacting with the text, it's just ignoring the text. So what we need to do is text wrap. We need to do text wrap. So when we go here, when we choose this option, we'll see a lot of options here, and the first one is no text wrap. So right now we have it's by default the no text wrap option is selected. So let's go to second one, which says Wraparound bounding box. So let's try this. Press this, click this, and you'll have this thing. You can see now the text is just next to the object. So the object is interacting with the text now. So everything looks fine except that there is no gap between the object and the text. So what you have to do is you'll have to go to these options. This one is the setting for top, and this one is for bottom, this one is for left, and this one for right. So by default, what you'll see is this one is locked. If this one is locked, when you make any settings in any of these four sides, it'll apply to all the sides. Let's say if I put this 3mm on this side and enter, it's gonna apply to all the sides, as you can see. So we're not gonna have this, so we're gonna break this lock. Click here, it will break, and now we're gonna look for this side. Your object is this one, so the text is on the right side. So let's go to this right side, and we're gonna put 3mm and press enter. So this looks fine now, okay. But if you let's say if you put this object here, let's say this is the thing, okay. If you put this object on the right side, then you'll have to go to this left side setting and put 3mm or whatever is convenient for you and press enter. That's gonna work, okay. That's what we need to do for a text wrap around the bounding box. So if you go further here, you can see right now it says wrap to both right and left sides. What it means is when you put this at the center, then you can see that on the both sides of the object we can see the text. But if you go here and choose right side, you can see that the text is wrapped on the right side. There's no text on the left side. Similarly, if you do this, if you choose the left side has the text, but right side is empty. So and now a little bit different. If you go to this side towards spine, what happens is that the text is there on the side of spine, but there's no text on the other side. So what is the spine? This part, the center part, the central part between the two pages is the spine. If you are familiar with printing press, the part where the binding happens, the part where you bind the book is the spine. So there is the text on the spine side. So that's how it works. And if you choose this side away from spine, then the opposite to the spine has the text, and the side towards the spine is empty. Okay. The last option is largest area. Okay. What it is that if let's say your object is on the left side, then the right side is going to have the text, because the right side of the page is larger than the left side. If you push it towards the right side, then the left side is going to have the text, because this is the larger side. That's how your text wrap is going to work. Now we have this third option. For the third option, before going to the third option, I'll go to the fourth option, which is jump object. So when you choose this jump object, you're gonna see text on the top and on the bottom. To the left and to the right, there will be no text. So jump object is that one. Now we'll come to third one. For third one, I'll have to choose this object, because this will show it better. You'll be clear. You'll understand clearly through this example. Okay. If I choose this object and choose this third option, so the third option says wraparound object shape. So now the text is all around this object. If I go to this object, if I choose this thing, it's not going to make any sense. Okay, not much sense, because it's just a rectangle. So I have chosen this circle, and obviously we have to keep this to both the right and left sides. And when you choose this option, you only have one option for setting. You won't have like right, left, top, bottom. It's all the same. So when you put 3mm here and press enter, you're gonna see that the text is all around this object. So instead of this circle, you can have any other shapes, that'll be interacting with your text. Okay, that's how you work with these options of text wrap. Now for the fifth option, you'll need column. You need to have at least two columns, two or more columns. So in this page we have two columns. Okay, so I'm gonna put this object here, and right now we can see that this object has text all around it. So when I choose this fifth option, which says jump to next column, when I click this, what happens is text, the top part of this object will have the text, but the bottom part of the object is not going to have text. Instead, the text will jump to the next column. So in this column to the left side, there is text only to the top of the object, but not to the bottom. So that's how it works. So finally, this option, invert. If I click this invert, so how it's going to work is a bit I don't know what to say. I don't use it much, and I don't think it is much useful for me, but I still have to show this. So let's go to opacity, and if I decrease the opacity, you can see that the text is behind this object. A certain portion of the text is behind this object when I click this invert. So that's how this invert option works, but I'm not sure what it is used for. I'm not sure if I'll ever use this option, but for the sake of this tutorial, I have just showed this to you. Okay, so I hope this was helpful for you in order to understand the text wrap in Adobe InDesign. If you have been facing any kind of difficulty understanding text wrap in Adobe InDesign, I hope through this video you have made yourself clear about this topic. So yeah, that's all for this video. I'll be coming up with more InDesign tutorial. Till then, goodbye.